Hello, hi everybody. I'm so off schedule today. Um, Today was the day that I take my neighbors to that food truck thing that they do once a month, which that part's fine because that doesn't really throw me off track because we have to get there so early because you got to get in line and you don't want to be at the end of the 2 mile line. So we go early so they can be near the front of the line. So we're there like 3 hours early. Fine, no problem. Gives me time to do my walk. So I walked, no biggie. After that food truck thing is over, usually what I do is take everybody home and go to the gym. Well, one of those people asked me if I would take them to their doctor's appointment. Sure, no problem. I always try to help when I can because I'm going to be technically I'm a senior, but I'm saying real elderly, 70s, 80s. And I hope there's somebody in my life that will help me too if I need it. I know I got my kids though, but I like to help because that's just good karma and it comes back to you. And I love old people, you know. I like to help them if they need help, if they don't drive and they need a ride somewhere. My dad's 86, so, and he doesn't really live that close to me. He lives in a senior community too. So, good karma. I hope, with my dad being 86, that people are being nice to him where he lives and, good karma. And so I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I take him to his doctor's appointment and I'm thinking, when I'm done with him, go to the gym. So his appointment was at 10:30. I'm thinking by 11:30 I'll be heading to the gym. Or maybe even sooner. And, well, it took him an hour to get through the doctor's appointment. Okay. But then he comes to the car and he says, I gotta go do some lab work. And like the place where you do your labs is like right, like you don't got to get in your car to get there from his doctor. It's like right down the thing. I'm like, okay. He said I can do them now or do them tomorrow. I'm like, we're here. Go ahead and do your labs. That I was wary of because as a walk-in, it might take a minute. So, and sure enough, that took an hour. So now I'm 2 hours behind. Well, technically, 2.5 hours. No, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3.5 hours behind my normal schedule because I'm usually walking into the gym at 9. So here it is, 12:30. By that time I'm not feeling it. I'm at my optimal, feeling good and strong and, awake and full of energy in the morning. That's why I do what I do. That's why I start my walk so early. That's why I go to the gym so early. That's why I get all my chores and errands and all that crap early because that's when I feel 100%, optimal. So it's 12:30. I'm like, just let it go. No big deal. You don't need to. It's not a big deal. Just don't go. Devil talking to me again. I said, no. Fuck you. Not today, Satan. So I went on to the gym. Just got home. But now it's 20 after 2. I'm just now making the video. I know. Who cares? Big deal, right? I know. So, and I think, I'm just like, I don't like being thrown off my schedule. I know that sounds like, but I don't. Like, because like I say, I got shit to do. I like to get as much of it done before noon as I can. It's just works for me. It's when I feel the best that I can get shit done with no problem, But, and I'm at my best. But once noon, 1 o'clock hits, it's like, shit starts going downhill. Yeah, so weighed in this morning, now that I told that long babbly story. Yesterday I was 184.4. Today I was 184.7. That did throw me for a loop a little bit. I don't know. And I hate to say it again, but I will. I haven't pooped. But you see my refeed. I did make that salmon with those. Those were like little mini peppers, and it had like this low carb cream cheese dip I made inside the peppers. That's what that is. If you're wondering, what the hell is that next to the salmon? I was pretty sure I wasn't going to like the salmon because it didn't look pretty. I'm used to like going to like the fish person, even if it's like at a grocery store, the fish counter, and getting a slab or a salmon. What do you call it? Salmon steak? Salmon fillet. Yeah. And they always look so pink and so pretty. And this one was a frozen one and Walmart brand. And when I took it out of the package, it had brown on it. I've never seen brown on any of the salmon fillets that I get, like from the fish people. So I was like, I don't know. I just like that. I was like, that probably ain't going to, it's going to taste fishy. And that's my problem with fish. I don't like fishy fish. And I always thought salmon was fishy. But then when I got a good fillet from the fish seafood counter and I made it correctly, I loved it. So I made that, you see, with lemon, butter, garlic. And it was fishy. So I couldn't eat it. I ate the little pepper things and I made some more bacon. Ate that. All was well. That's it. So I don't know. You know me, I don't worry about the fucking scale. I feel good. And it's only ounces, but I know, I don't know why I'm bitching about it, but you losing a pound a day. I stepped up there this morning thinking it was going to say 183, and it said 184.7. I was like, fuck you, scale. Okay, what else? Yeah, so that's that. Tonight, I'm going to have, I think I got some either zucchini or squash or something. Yeah, I'm going to saute that up with I got more brats in there, I think. Brats or Italian sausage or something. Yeah, that's tonight. And, yeah, so that's my refeed tonight. Went to the doctor yesterday. And Had my physical. Had a pat done. So, I think I said in one of my earlier videos that these videos, I will, and I am going to talk about anything and everything on my videos because it's just not a YouTube video, it's my diary. So, I'll talk about everything. I don't know if I have male followers, but if you're a male and you're watching this, you might want to close your ears. I know males don't like to hear about women's stuff. But anyways, yeah, so I had my pack done. She tells me that the thing from my mammogram that, I go tomorrow for that ultrasound to see what it is they see. And she says what they see is not large, but that it's fairly small, but we just have to have that ultrasound done to determine exactly what it is. Now, the interesting part is that around 18 months ago, I noticed out of the blue that my left nipple was inverted, which never had that problem. I'm like, what the fuck? And I had always heard that could be a bad sign. So I was like, fuck, what the hell? 6 months after I noticed it, I had a mammogram, pointed it out to them. She's like, okay, I'll make a note. Did the mammogram, got my little thing, everything's great. No mention of the inverted nipple. I was like, okay, everything's great. So, didn't think nothing about it. Of course, it still bothered me, the fucking nipple's inverted. So anyways, so then yesterday, we were talking about the inverted nipple, and she's like, well, that's normally I wouldn't be concerned about an inverted nipple because, yes, it could be a bad sign, but it could just be an inverted nipple. She said it does happen just because sometimes. She said, but what's concerning is that you have an inverted nipple, and then whatever they saw is on that same side right under the nipple. I'm like, okay. So, that was the end of that story. I have to wait for tomorrow morning. I go to get the ultrasound and we'll see whatever that is under there. Hopefully nothing. Hopefully my nipple just decided it wanted to hide. I don't know. We'll see. So I was like, okay. So then she does my pap and she asked me while she's in there, have you ever had an abnormal pap? I'm like, no. And she says, oh, the only reason I'm asking is because I see some skin. I'm quoting her now. I see some skin, some cells here. And she's swabbing. I'm like, okay. Like, okay, what does that mean? Can you elaborate? So then she pulls the swab out and she's like, that spot or whatever she's talking about, she says, it's very easy to bleed. So I guess like she was swabbing, and as she's swabbing, it's bleeding. And again, I'm like, okay, it's like, okay, what does that mean? What could that be? When you're a doctor, I'm sure you've seen that before, She's like, well, we'll send this off. We'll get the results back in a week. So now I'm like, okay, fuck. Here we go again. Now, I'm sitting there worried about my freaking nipple and my cervix. Then I was overwhelmed. Then she says, "Oh, I'm gonna. When have you done a colonoscopy?" Yeah, I've done 2 or 3. Oh, okay. Were they all good? They didn't find nothing? I'm like, the last one they did, they found polyp. A couple of 2, 3 polyps. They removed them. Oh, well, I was going to tell you didn't need to do one yet, but if they found polyps, we probably need to recheck. So I'm going to have you do colonoscopy. Jesus Christ. So now, I mean, she just hit me from all sides. I mean, nipples, cervix, colon. I mean, I was overwhelmed. So I haven't made the appointment for the colonoscopy because I'm dreading it. I don't mind the colonoscopy. I mind the prep before, the day before, getting the procedure done. Yeah, so crazy appointment. We had so much shit to talk about that, she said all my blood work looked great, and keep up the great work with the losing the weight and the exercising and all that. She said all my blood work came back looking good. Mind you, I used to have thyroid issues. They used to tell me I had Hashimoto's. And she said all my thyroid numbers normal, cholesterol normal, blood pressure normal, everything looking great, except my nipple and my cervix, and we'll see what my colon looks like. Okay, yeah. So we had so much to talk about that I forgot to ask her about my X-ray on my foot. So I'm waiting for her to call me. I let them know we forgot to talk about it. They said, "Oh, we'll let her know and she can call you." So I'm waiting for that call. What else? I think that's it for today. I'm not gonna. There was something else I was gonna say, but no. I'll probably go on an hour rant if I start talking about it. But I'll keep it in mind for tomorrow. Okay, you guys. Anyways, I had to, talk about all that because this is my diary. All right. I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. Keep fasting. Stay strong. Hang tough. Keep snaking. Mahalo. See y'all later. Bye.